Okay, class, so today I'm going to read Going Home by Eve Bunnington. And as I'm reading, I want you to think about Carlitos, who was born in Mexico and he moves to California, and how he is now going back to Mexico for the first time. And I want you to think about how it must feel to go back to your roots and to your family's culture and land and really see it for the first time. So I want you to guys picture that and get the feel of how Carlitos is feeling as he's going from California to Mexico. Okay. We are going home, Carlos, Mama says, hugging me. She sparkles with excitement. Home is here, she says, but it is there too. She and Papa are happy. My sisters and I are not so sure. Mexico is not our home, though we were born there. So Mama says that home is here, but it is there too. Can you have more than one home? Is it possible for you guys to have two homes? Or is it only the place where you were born your home, or the place where you now live your home? Papa piles our boxes and suitcases into the back of our old station wagon. He slides in our battered cooler, which is filled with food and cold drinks for the journey. My little sister Nora and my big sister Dolores get into the back seat with me. Nora is 5. Dolores is 10. Papa locks the door of our house. The house really belongs to Mr. Culloden, the labor manager. But it is ours as long as we work the crops for him. It has been ours for almost 5 years. Almost everyone in our camp has come out to see us off. Nora waves to her best friend Maria. Don't be sad, Norita, Dolores says. We're only going for Christmas. You will see Maria again soon. We're on our way. It is a long drive to our parents' village of La Perla, and we are a little nervous as we cross the border into Mexico. Are you sure they will let us back, Papa? I ask. Of course. Do not worry. We are legal farm workers. We have our papeles. Papers, Papa, I say quickly. Sí, papeles. Papa speaks always in Spanish. He and Mama have no English. There is no need for it in the fields, but I'm always trying to teach them. Now we are in Mexico. I see no difference, but Mama does. Mexico, Mexico, she blows kisses at the sun-filled winter sky. Every night, Mama and Papa Mama and my sisters sleep in the car. Papa and I lay on the ground wrapped in blankets. I look up at the stars. Is it really nice in La Perla? I ask. Yes, mijo. Papa says, the village is small, of course. You've told us how pretty it is, I say. Yes. I feel him smile in the dark. Pretty. Then why did you and Mama leave? It is the question Dolores and I ask often. We know how hard the work is. The heat in the strawberry fields, the sun pushing down between the rows of tomatoes, the little flies biting our faces. We know because we work too, on weekends and school vacations. We see how tired Mama and Papa are at night, how Papa rubs Mama's shoulders, how stiffly he moves. Why did you ever leave, we ask. There is no work in La Perla. We are here for the opportunities. It is always the same answer. Sometimes, behind his back, Dolores imitates him. We are here for the opportunities. I don't see them getting many of those wonderful opportunities. Dolores is very grown up and cool. That is why Mama worries about her. Now I lie in Mexico, close to Papa, and watch a shooting star speed across the sky. I make a wish. Okay, so in this part, we have Carlitos talking to his dad, and he asks his dad, well, if you guys love the Perla so much, why did you guys move from Mexico to California? And his dad says, for the opportunities. So what do you guys think his dad means for the opportunities? What opportunities do you think his dad and mom were thinking about whenever they moved over here? Every day we drive through small towns. We wave to the dogs that chase our car. Always, Nora asks, "Is this La Perla?" And Papa answers, "Not yet, nena." We go through beautiful little villages where flowers hang from lampposts and the streets are made of smooth, shiny stones. "Is this La Perla, Papa?" "Not yet, my Norita." We meet buses, we pass men and women on bicycles, we see old man leading a burro that is piled high with firewood. He stops to stare. Sometimes we have to go slowly because there are sheep on the road, sheep thick with their winter wool. On the fourth evening, we come to La Perla. Nora has stopped asking, and we don't know till Mama tells us. Our car bumps along the street, which is decorated for Christmas with paper cutouts strung together, red and pink and yellow and blue. There is a scattering of houses, a general store, a big water tank, a church with a tinsel star on top. It is like a lot of the villages we have come through. Papa honks the horn, and that brings people to the doors. He rolls down the window. "It is Jose and Consuelo and their family, home for Christmas," he shouts. "Jose, Consuelo, beautiful children," they say. "Such nice clothes they have, Consuelo." Mama smiles. "They're not their best." Children crowd around us, so then I hear Mama say in a choked voice, "There's your grandfather and Aunt Anna." An old man comes out of one of the houses and behind him a tall, skinny woman with wide black hair. "She looks like an umbrella," Dolores whispers and giggles. Nora's making herself small and sucking her thumb. Nora's very shy. There is a wooden plow outside grandfather's house. I remember when Mama and Papa saved the money for it. Later, they also sent money for 2 oxen. I wonder where the oxen are and if we will be friends. Grandfather and Aunt Anna hug us. They don't feel like strangers. That night, everyone in La Perla comes to grandfather's house. The walls bulge with talk and rememberings. I have never seen Mama and Papa so lively. "Say something in English," a woman asks me, and everyone is quiet, waiting. I don't know what to say. "It is good to be here," I stammer at last. They laugh and clap. "Imagine, Consuelo, your son and all your children speaking English. So smart." "Yes," Papa says. "Their school is very fine. They are getting a good education." The woman nods. "You were wise to take them and go. Our school is good, too. But where are the opportunities for our children after?" I blink. There is that word again. "We were wise," Mama says. "But it was hard. It is still hard." She sounds so sad that it scares me. But soon she is laughing again. I am beginning to understand something. So Mama says we were wise, but it is hard. It is still hard. And Carlitos says that he is beginning to understand his mother. What do you think Carlitos or Carlos is beginning to understand? It is late when everyone leaves. Mama and Papa sleep on the floor in grandfather's house, and we sleep in the car. It is not dark because there is a Christmas coming moon, and a few of the houses still have friendly lights in their windows. "You will be all right," Mama says cheerfully. "It is safe here." Nora lies between Dolores and me. We wait to talk till she is asleep. Mama and Papa like it here a lot. I whisper. Something big pokes its face against the car window and I jump. But it's only the curious cow that somehow got free. "La Perla is pretty," I say, "but I thought it would be more special. I thought that was why they like it." "I don't think that's why," Dolores begins. I wait for more because Dolores knows a lot. But instead she says, "Shh, be asleep." Someone is coming out of grandfather's house. It is Mama in her new white nightgown and Papa in his striped pajamas. I half close my eyes. Mama opens the car doors and pulls our blankets higher on us. Angelitos, she murmurs, and then it's so weird. She and Papa start to dance. There is no music, but they dance barefoot in the street. Dogs unwind themselves to come sniff at their legs. My curious cow watches with interest. Mama, Papa, ignore them. Dolores and I stretch our necks to watch. Mama looks so young and beautiful, Dolores whispers, and Papa so handsome. She has forgotten about her sore shoulders, I say, and he's forgotten about his bad knees, Dolores adds. They dance and dance. Papa's cheek is against Mama's hair. I see that he is whispering to her. I feel as if I shouldn't be watching, and I lie down again. Dolores does too. After a while, we hear grandfather's door close, and we can tell they've gone inside. There is a terrible ache in my chest. They love it here because it's home. They left home for us. Carlos, Dolores says, do you know Mama and Papa are saving money? They plan to come back someday and live in grandfather's house and work his land. For sure, I ask? For sure, Dolores says. I listen when they talk. That makes me smile. I know Dolores listens. That's why she knows so much. Good, I say. And I think it will be after our opportunities. So, why do you think Carlos, while he's watching his mama, and his papa dancing in the street, why do you think he starts getting why do you think he starts having a pain in his chest and his chest starts aching? What do you think that pain and that ache is? And then at the end it says, good, I say, and I think it will be after our opportunities. Do you think now, after this whole experience with him and his mama and papa being in La Perla, surrounded by their family, do you think he now understands what his papa and mama mean when they say the opportunities? So, now that we have read this book, what I want you guys to do is on your pieces of paper, I want you guys to write down any experience, good or bad, that you've had, maybe meeting another family member or an experience that you've gone down to your family's home country to visit, or maybe the experience of whenever you came up here to the United States, if you remember that and if you could relate to that, for the very first time, when you came up here for the very first time, and how you felt passing by all the towns and then finally coming here to Houston. And if you can't relate to that, just maybe what you guys do, what you and your family, what you guys do during holidays. If your family comes to your house during the holidays, if you go to your aunts and uncles' house during the families, just write about any of those things that you can remember. And we're going to write for about 20 minutes, okay? Okay.